I'm at the Annealing Made Perfect booth at 2019 SHOT Show, talking with Matt Findlay. Matt, it's great to see you again.
Good to see you too, Steve.
Now, as you know, and many of our viewers, we love your Annealing Made Perfect machine. And all of the innovations that you've brought to the process of annealing. Now, in this past year, you've focused on the Mark II. I was wondering if you can tell our audience the difference between Mark I, Mark II, and what that new machine actually brings to them.
So the Mark II is essentially everything that you had in the Mark I, but just better, with the ability to do 50 caliber as well. So it will anneal everything from 17 Hornet all the way up to 50 BMG, and all the Wildcats in between, and everything else. We've also made a few improvements to the actual design. So the boss on top, for example, used to be glued in on the original model. Now it's got two stainless steel screws, so the user can replace that if they ever cross-thread it. The fan power is massively upgraded, so with the Mark I you could probably do about 200 to 300 308 style cases and it would cut out because of the over temperature. The new one you can run it all day, as long as you're in a relatively normal ambient temperature environment. If you're a really hot environment, maybe a little bit less, but anything 223 308 should run all day with the new model, and we can get about 100 to 250 calibers in a row before it will actually start to kick out. But even if it over temperatures with the new model, it only has to stop for about 5 minutes before you're allowed to carry on, because it cools down so fast. Also, importantly with the Mark II, the Aztec mode that we worked on last year is included as part of the purchase, so you get that built in.
So there's really nothing to upgrade. You really have kind of brought the ultimate technology into the machine that you have.
Yeah, so I mean, we still have updates that come out as normal, and
the firmware updates.
Yeah, firmware updates, which are free. We've actually this year been working on a update patches. So you download this to your computer, and it creates an icon on your desktop if you're Windows, or an app if you're Mac, and you can click on that any time and check and see if we've got new downloads to release for both the AmpMate and the Mark II, and your old one as well. So your Mark I is still getting updates that are making it modern.
Okay. Now, so I imagine with all the focus on the Mark II, has that machine been released, or where is that in terms of filling the sales channels?
So last year when we announced the Mark II, we had a massive gap between manufacturing the last of the Mark Is and the first of the Mark II. So we weren't producing anything from March until October of last year, and we only just started in October, so we're rapidly fulfilling back orders. We're in full production of the Mark II. Most customers who have been waiting for one have got them, and so we should be caught up in about 1 to 2 months. So basically they'll be on the shelves, no longer back ordered in about that time.
Awesome. Well, good. We're looking forward to that update. Now, I'm still looking to spend some money on getting the AmpMate. What can you tell us about how that's been received?
So we announced the AmpMate this time last year at the last SHOT Show. We actually had a prototype of it here, and we were in the stage of getting it produced. We released the first order of 500 AmpMates throughout last year, and when we released it, we got an initially positive feedback from it, but most customers came back to us with some issues here and there. It is a mechanical device with electric. It has to communicate and do quite a few things right to work.
Right.
And so we've been doing mostly support on that product since release, and what we're, so for example, it won't communicate with the amp, it won't feed, small things like that, which are quite fixable, but we're tweaking the design a bit for re-release.
Okay, so stay tuned sometime this year.
Yeah, it'll include all these bug fixes and stuff like that you get with a new product like that. We're still going to be building it, but right now, because we're focused on the Mark II, we won't be releasing that for another couple of months. Okay,
now back to the Mark II. We didn't talk pricing yet. Has pricing been set on that?
Yeah, so what you get with the Mark II is, because Aztec's included, the price has gone up a bit, and to reflect the extra cost of the build, that's got an additional cost. So the unit retails in the US for $1,400 or just below $1,400, and pilots are obviously still the same price as they used to be.
Right. Very good. Matt, we really appreciate you spending time with us and our audience, and best of luck.
Cool. Thanks, Steve.
You bet.